Hi beautiful, I hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you for asking, I'm having a great day too. So school has really started again for me. I've had so many tests and exams and just everything lately, so what I wanted to do today with you guys is show you guys how I cheat the system. So what I mean by saying cheating the system, it's not that I cheat, I just have these ways of making things a lot easier, and by using these techniques, I've managed to get straight A's in all my subjects with minimal work or sometimes even no work, which my friends will also tell you because I don't really practice a lot of tests because I use these hacks that I've learned throughout the years. I've read a couple of books lately, I've got the facts to back up my techniques, and I'll show it to you guys today, so get excited. But first off, a little disclaimer, because these hacks will help with all subjects except math and languages that you need to learn. When you want to get a good grade in those kind of subjects, it's all about volume training and working a lot and frequently to get a good grades, but in all of the subjects I've managed to get away with minimal work. Before we get into this video, make sure to click the subscribe button and put on post notifications so you can join the Masterly fam, the Masterly squad. It's pretty epic. Also follow me on Instagram and go thumbs up this video if you are excited about learning these hacks to go through school with minimal work and get good grades. So I'm gonna give you guys 10 reasons on how you can improve your grades with minimal work. Let's get started. So the first tip or hack that I have is called fake it till you make it, and it's about telling yourself that you are or are not something. If you struggle with procrastination, for example, tell yourself every day that you're not a procrastinator. I'm not a procrastinator, I'm not a procrastinator, I'm not a procrastinator. I am not a procrastinator. Therefore, I'm gonna do this work right now. And back up every excuse that your mind makes up and say, I'm not a procrastinator, so I'm not gonna do that. So what I did this year, and I bet you my friends will tell you this as well, is that I went from being a B person or a night owl to being an A person or a early bird. So what I did was that I told myself every day that I didn't want to be that person that wakes up late and goes to bed really late, because I didn't like that fact about myself. I didn't like that I could never really be up and ready for school. I would always like almost fall asleep on the bus. So what I told myself was that I'm gonna go to bed early today because I'm an early bird. I need the sleep, and I'm a person that likes to go to bed early and wake up early. And I tell you guys, it has been so much easier for me to get out of bed every morning because I've changed that part of myself. I've backed up every reason that my mind makes up with saying, no, that's not who I am. I'm an early bird and I don't want to do that. So fake that you are something until you actually become it. I'm going to leave links to some of the pages that I've read about this down below so you can check out more information on it if you would like. So the next hack that I'm telling you guys right now starts at the beginning of the school year, and it's called the halo effect. This is a halo. The halo effect is all about first impressions and leaving a good first impression. And it's about all the teachers in your school and the people who are going to give you grades. You want to be positive, respectful, you want to show up to class well prepared, ready to learn a lot. You don't want to slack off, you want to ask a lot of questions and be really nice with your teacher and respect them and everything like that. And also you want to make yourself noticed. And if you change that mentality throughout the school year, they're still going to have that impression of you that you're the nice, respectful person. This I actually learned in my psychology class, so thanks to my psychology teacher for telling me this. But it's actually really interesting that first impressions can last that long. Leave a good first impression, guys, and you may get a better grade. This next hack is pretty quick, but it's all about reading your textbook. And I know, who reads their textbook, right? Right? You want to know what you're going to read the school year before the school year even starts or before all the classes even start. So you're going to have a little bit of that pre-knowledge that's going to help you throughout the school year and make everything easier. It's going to be way easier for you to just pick up on the knowledge that you're learning and understand it much better, so it's going to leave you with minimal work before a test. Back to impressions again. Now that we all really settled down with the first impressions, it's all about delivering your work in time. Do the work that your teachers ask you to do, deliver the work in time, and leave a good impression all the way. If your teacher is critiquing or setting a grade on some of your work and you delivered it 5 days late, that's not going to leave a good impression. Even though you have a great first impression on the teacher, or the teacher has a great first impression on you, it's not going to help when you've been slacking off in that time period when you're going to get your grade back. Next is be social with your teacher. And this is something that I've always done. I don't know why this started, but I've always been first off to send my teacher mails and ask them questions in class. I think this fact came up because I'm really social and I talk a lot to a lot of people. And what this has done is that it's helped me build a better connection with all my teachers. And whenever I have the questions, I'll be the first person to ask them. Whenever there's something wrong, I'll be the first person to say, hey, you put out the wrong homework or something like that. Dear Mrs. Erickson. And this again leaves a very good impression on the teacher that you really want to learn a lot in this subject and you care about the subject, especially if you're like in between a grade somehow. You're gonna be like, well, the student really shows a lot of encouragement, I guess, so I'm gonna give them the better grade. This hack is something that I can't really back up because there's not a lot of material on it, but it's helped me a lot, so I hope it will help you as well. And it's to sit in front of the class to force yourself to learn. And you can actually ask your teacher to put you in front of the class. If you're put in the 2 first rows of the class, you'll be forced to pay attention because the teacher is obviously very close to you and looking at you. And also all the people normally in the first 2 rows are paying attention because they're really afraid of like the teacher noticing them or anything. It's quieter and you're forced to pay attention in class, which is super important because it's gonna save you a lot of work when you're studying for a test because you're already going to have that material in your head because you've paid attention in class. This next hack or tip is all about being an early bird again. And I'm just telling you guys right now, I've never been more energized and have been able to pay more attention in school than I have this year due to the reason that I've become an early bird and I like waking up early and I like going to bed early so I get that amount of sleep. And I'm full of energy and ready to go to school when I wake up. In the first like 5 hours of the day, I'm super energized and I'm able to learn so much more than I've ever been before because I'm super awake. Just being able to pay attention in class in the morning and being energized and really following along and asking questions because I have energy has made me able to cut down so much of the work that I previously have done before tests because I now already have the information in my head and I don't need to go back on it. I mean, if that's not a good enough reason to become an early bird, I don't know what is. And if you're like, I've always been a night owl, never gonna be an early bird, just go to bed a little earlier, and I promise it's gonna make things a lot easier. So if you guys know me and have been watching me for a while, you know I love organizing. However, organizing is actually really, really important to get better grades and improve your skills at school because better organization enables you to eliminate unnecessary time wasting, delegate efficiently, and streamline tasks. Plus, you'll feel more calm in a well-organized environment. And the stress of having a lot of stuff around you and everything being really disorganized is gone in a organized, soothing environment. So yeah, there's a lot of benefits of organizing, but what can you actually do? First of all, you can create lists on what you need to do. And the first things on that list should always be things that require thinking time, research, or input from others, and then the rest should just follow along that line, and you should start by doing the first thing and then end with the last thing. And also having a well-structured calendar is going to remove all the stress of like, what should I do now? What was it that I had to do? We're close to the end of this video, and this is about getting your grades back and improving yourself, and it's something that I've learned and read a lot in this book, which has helped me a lot in school generally. And it's about when you get your grades back, manage up. Work on what you did badly and make your teacher feel more respected by you. If your teacher doesn't normally give you feedback, then ask for it. And if your teacher does this, then this is what you got to do. When you get your grades back, stop waiting to talk and start actually listening. It means repeating what your teacher says to make sure that you understand the information, ask questions, and most importantly, do the work that your teacher tells you to do. When the teacher realizes that you actually use the feedback and improve yourself, only on one test, it doesn't have to be on all of them, it's going to be a lot easier for them to have a reason to give you better results on the other tests because they know that you care about the subjects because you've taken back feedback. They have that impression of you that you care, and therefore it's going to be a better reason for them to give you a better grade. And last but not least, you never get what you don't ask for. If you think that you deserve a grade that's better than what your teacher has given you, ask for it. If you have enough and really good reasons to back your information and your complaint up, the complaint is actually going to build a better student-teacher relationship just because it's going to help them understand that you're independent and you have understanding of what it takes to get a good grade in that subject. And the fact that you've gone back and looked at what the teacher says and you don't agree with it, sometimes it's not going to leave you with a better grade, but it's going to leave you with a better student-teacher relationship, and sometimes the teacher's actually going to agree with you and give you a better grade and give it the grade that you think you deserve. And what's better than that, right? So yeah, that was all of the 10 tips and hacks on how to cheat the system. These are hacks that I use all the time in school, and I hope these tips will help you guys on getting a better grade and getting better results in school, and hopefully you'll be able to achieve your goals in school as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to give it a like. Make sure to click the subscribe button and put on post notifications. And if post notifications got you to this video super early, then comment down below, notification squad, and I'll like your comments. And yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone! Mwah.